name is Eugene, or Gene Sampieri. My rank was sonar technician, SOG-2. First started out with familiarity from my scoutmaster and a couple of uncles who were all in the Navy. The scoutmaster was in World War II in Korea, and the two uncles were both in World War II. The two uncles were both on the Canberra when it was torpedoed during World War II. Both were severely injured. One uncle was John Foster. He was on the Canberra when it was torpedoed. He was severely injured. Supposedly he was blown off the ship. He was more of a deck person and was blown off the ship, but a secondary explosion put him back on deck. But probably that secondary explosion is what really hurt him. He got out of 100% disability. He ended up opening a shoe repair shop down in Berlin, New Jersey. I didn't know him well. I did visit him a few times. It was kind of out of the way where he was. The shoe shop itself actually still stands. I just checked it this morning, as a matter of fact. And it's owned, of course, by someone else. He died in the 1990s sometime, along with my aunt at that time. She was the only member of my father's Italian family who married a non-Italian. My father had 7 sisters. He had 2 brothers, both we don't know a lot about because they moved to California and kind of lost track of them. They passed away, of course, and they are both buried down in Camden. So for some reason they were brought back, but we never really knew them, what happened to them out there. The other uncle was on my mother's side. His name was Arthur or Bud Farley. Okay, he was a radioman aboard the Canberra. He was injured also in that torpedo attack. He had about a 50% disability, which helped pay for his schooling when he got out. Became a radio and TV repair guy. I learned a lot from him. We used to go to his shop and sit and talk with him. He was an uncle that I was very close to. Okay, he passed away in the 90s also. He's buried down in Camden, New Jersey, as much as the family on both sides are. He was a radioman when he was aboard the Canberra, but he was not involved in the technical side of it. ETs took care of that kind of work. But he decided he kind of liked that idea, and that's what brought him into that, and he could get the training on the VA, which was totally paid for. I don't think he was aboard more than about 6 or 7 months when the torpedo occurred. I don't know what he did before that. He was only in the Navy about 2 years at the time. I did have another uncle, by the way, who was in World War II. Never left the continental limits of the United States. No one knows why. But as far as the uncles on the Canberra, that's about all I really know. He did talk about it a little bit, how leading up to the thing, he didn't think much about it. He was in a lot of gun battles and stuff.